Reggie Miller, NBA on TNT analyst, who joins us now. He's calling Cavs-Lakers Thursday night on TNT at 10:30 Eastern. Is LeBron going to be playing in that game, Reg?
I sure hope so. He looked good at AT&T Stadium last night.
Was that part of his rehab last night?
Well, look, in all fairness, he did practice earlier, I believe in Phoenix, because they play the Suns tonight. So I think he hopped probably his G10 knowing LeBron James and got down there to AT&T Stadium to cheer on his Buckeyes. But I sure hope he plays.
How many guys in the NBA have their own jets?
Probably none, but they're all probably part of that package deal. I don't think anyone has their own jet. But the only one who had their own jet when we played is you-know-who.
Yeah.
He was the only one who really had his own jet.
Did Jordan ever give you a ride?
Heck no. Are you kidding me?
Well, I don't know. Just thought I'd throw it out there, maybe in the off-season or something.
Heck no. And if he had offered, I probably would have taken it, yeah.
Well, Kobe's got a helicopter, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. Actually, to me, that's more balling than an airplane. Look, Kobe is taking a helicopter to the Staples Center at home every game. To me, that's more balling.
And how far is that? I know you don't want to make that commute by car, but what's he coming up from
He's in
Newport?
Newport Coast, which to downtown Staples by car would take, 2.5 hours?
Yeah.
Give or take traffic. If you're going to do it, look, I'm helling in, okay? I'll be there in 15 minutes, okay? Just relax, Mitch.
What'd you think of the game last night?
Great. Fantastic. I mean, look, for it to be the inaugural championship, the bowl series, and the storylines were there. I think everyone, odds makers, obviously you had the fastest team in football in Oregon, the Heisman Trophy winner in Mariota. But then, I mean, that storyline with Urban Meyer and the third-string quarterback, I mean, come on, you can't script that any better. And that running back, Zeke Elliott, my goodness, great story.
There's just certain guys who have a different gear. Who was the guy who had a different gear that you played against?
I would probably say Isaiah. Isaiah was one of the best players in my probably generation. Change of pace, change of directions. I mean, one time you thought you were in front of him, and, I mean, unbelievable. You wouldn't necessarily say he was fast, but obviously quick. I would put Jordan in there as well, guys that were able to change gears.
Yeah, there's a lot of quick guys, but then there's guys who have just that extra gear and you see that with football players where you think you're running with them, then all of a sudden they start to get a lead of 3 yards and 5 yards, and then all of a sudden you shut it down because you don't want to get embarrassed.
Yeah, I think in today's game you probably would throw Russell Westbrook into that. Maybe a guy like probably a lot of people don't know, Jeff Teague from Atlanta.
Yeah.
Good change of pace.
Is Atlanta legit, Rhett? Can I buy into Atlanta?
Absolutely. I'm bought. I'm sold because they're well coached, because of the Greg Popovich tree and championship series and Coach Budenholzer. But they've got everything you want. They've got a floor general and leader in Jeff Teague. You've got great outside shooting in Corver and DeMar Carroll. And you've got an inside-out presence in Millsap and Horford. I wasn't sold early on in the year. I'm like, what is going on? It's the Eastern Conference, maybe so. But they've done this against the West as well.
Yeah.
They've got the best record against Western Conference foes than anyone. So, yes, they're absolutely legit where they could win the Eastern Conference.
Watching that headbutt with KG, with Dwight Howard, first of all, I don't get either one of them. I don't know why, players go after Dwight Howard. And here's KG, who's always doing something.
Yeah.
It almost seems like he lowers himself by doing these things.
I think, obviously, there's got to be some type of history, because if after the headbutt and he's trying to get back at Dwight, and I don't know, it's either one of the other players are trying to hold him back, his reaction is like one of angst, because, again, whatever history they have between one another, it boiled up to that moment. And there's something there where he wanted to tear the head off of Dwight Howard. Now, look, he had plenty of opportunities to get to him before it was, broken up. But there's some bad history between those two. What it is, we don't know. I don't think he said anything after the game of why. But you're right. Dwight's an easy target. We saw the first game of the year that I did of Kobe going after.
And then you
Dwight
had
Howard.
Durant going after him.
And Durant verbally going after him. So, yeah, he's an easy target, obviously. I think there's history there between Kobe and Durant because of Team USA. I think they were all on the Olympic team at one time. So I think there were some, behind-the-scenes things that they knew a little bit more tales on Dwight than more so KG.
But what's his reputation?
Look, I don't know. I've only played, he's a little bit younger than I am. I mean, he's an easy target. People say he's a soft target. He's out there smiling. He really doesn't want it. That's the perception on Dwight Howard. I'm not quite sure that's the reality, but, players talk, and people perceive Dwight Howard to be soft. I'm not saying that. That's what people say.
But is it different than Blake Griffin because he seems to have a target on his back?
Well, people, and I'm for one, are just waiting for Blake Griffin to retaliate.
Yeah.
Because once he does that, then people will stop. They will stop hard fouling. They will stop taking cheap shots. I think with Dwight, people just assume that he's soft. I don't think people assume that Blake is soft, but he just keeps taking the punches. He keeps turning the other cheek. And as soon as he retaliates one time and gets suspended a game or two, people will stop. I keep telling – and Doc probably doesn't want me saying that, but once he does that, all that rough play will stop. Come on, Doc's from the old school. He knows that.
But you can't retaliate now.
In today's game, you can't.
No.
But back in the day, all it takes is him to get up one time and just clock someone. Yeah, he'll probably be out 2, 3, 4 games, and it'll be an unbelievable fine. But I guarantee you the next person will think about taking a cheap shot on him. And I'm not advocating violence. I'm not, Commissioner Silver, I'm not advocating violence. I'm advocating sticking up for yourself.
He's Reggie Miller, NBA on TNT. He's going to slug through the Cavaliers-Lakers Thursday night on TNT. Now, Phil Jackson said put all the blame on him.
Good. Good. Absolutely. You're 100% correct.
What does that mean, put the blame on him? I get the feeling, and I think we talked about this, Reg, that Phil was given so much money, instead of being an advisor, he had to show up every day to be the president of the New York Knicks. That he would have preferred being an advisor than he would have been the president, where you got to be there every day, all in on this. What do you think?
Well, number one, let me start by saying this. The greatest winner this game has ever seen, arguably the greatest coach this game has ever seen at the professional level. And I hope now he has a better appreciation for Jerry West and Jerry Krause. I really do, because they were at odds in Chicago, he and Krause, for so many years. And I hope he has appreciation for being on that side now, because if he really thought that Samuel Dalembert was going to be the answer in trading away Tyson Chandler, to me, a defensive player of the year and a great locker room guy, and I know he'll never say signaling out Tyson Chandler, but he needs to change the culture, but he did throw out his name, that I can't understand that. So, yeah, the blame should be on the great Phil Jackson.
And everybody's in this rush to just unload players. You know, the Celtics, we already saw Philadelphia. We see what's left of the Lakers and, the Knicks. But there's no prize. There's one player, Okafor, at Duke, that I guess everybody's looking to build their team around there, right?
Yes, there's a few good guards in there. Stanley Johnson from Arizona, the Emmanuel Mudiay, I believe, the guy that was supposed to go to SMU and ended up going over to China to play. There's players out there, but Dan, there's no guarantee that these guys will pan out. And obviously for rookies, it takes, unless you're LeBron James or Kevin Durant, it's going to take 2, 3, 4, 5 years. I think what a lot of these teams, Philadelphia, Boston, when you get all these draft picks, I think you're maybe down the road trying to package to bring in some veteran help. But it's never a guarantee to build through the draft because you don't know how these players are going to end up.
The Celtics got 100 draft picks.
Oh, my God. And look, it's great and all. I mean, it's good to build through the draft, and maybe that's how, they got Larry Legend and Kevin McHale, and they traded for Parrish. I mean, they got their big three that way. They brought in Dennis Johnson. That's great and all, but you never know what you're going to get from these young players.
The Spurs were at the White House. Wouldn't it have been great if Popovich left a couple of his starters back in San Antonio? Just said, I'm not going to – everybody's not making the trip here. I'm sorry, President.
That's one time Popovich made the right call, and all attendance was there.
Have you been to the White House?
I've never been. You've got to win something to be invited there. Come on, Theodore. See, that was a subtle low blow, but I'll let it go because we're having such a great conversation here.
What about the White House Correspondents' Dinner? I mean, you don't have to be a correspondent to go.
No. But if you're going to go to the White House, you want to go to the White House with purpose, right?
Does he have a gym there? Does the president have a hoop?
They have an outdoor because I believe Marvelous Marv Albert did an interview with him outside. Yes. On the outdoor court.
President is sort of I'm trying to think.
He's like Dwight Howard, easy target.
Is he a Lenny Wilkens type guard or a smaller Penny Hardaway?
Well, he's left-handed, and that's a good comparison to Lenny Wilkens. I would go with more like Tiny Archibald.
Oh, man, I don't know. I can't let you go there.
No?
Tiny was so good.
Oh.
I love Tiny.
And you're saying the commander-in-chief doesn't have handles like Archibald?
I don't think he's got mad game.
No.
I would like to shoot against the president.
Well, look, you're an outlier. You played college ball, so you would probably outshoot the president. But if I was the president's coach, Barack, hint, hint, if I took Barack and you gave me 1 month, he would outshoot you. That's the challenge.
Are we shooting threes?
College threes.
Oh, so we're not doing big boy three.
No, we'll do college threes.
Okay.
I don't think the president's strong enough to shoot pro threes.
How about this? Me and Jordan against you and Barack.
Come on, not fair. Not fair. But I'll tell you what.
I'll let you guard Jordan.
Here, I'll tell you what. Kobe and I versus you and Mike.
Well, that's not fair.
Why not?
Because.
Why not? That's the same thing you just said.
How about me and Kobe against you and Barack?
Still not fair. Still not fair.
I'll let you have Joe Biden, too.
No, give me Arnie Duncan.
I'll give you. Okay, Arnie can play. I'll give you Eric Holder. And I'll give you Bill O'Reilly.
No, you have Bill O'Reilly.
Okay. I'll take George Stephanopoulos.
No, you take Rush Limbaugh.
Okay.
Okay, you take Rush.
All right, you build your starting five.
I like this.
So do I get Jordan?
You get Jordan.
Okay, it's me and Jordan. I'm going to go Janet Reno.
Nice. Okay, hold on. I will go with, so we got to have a female, right?
Yeah.
So I will go with.
You go Hillary. Go Hillary.
See, I'm not quite sure Hillary has that type of game.
How about Elizabeth Warren?
Okay, I got Elizabeth.
Okay. Or I'll let you have Sarah Palin. She played high school basketball.
Scratch. I got Palin.
Okay. All right, fair enough.
I got Palin.
So you, Kobe, Palin against me, Jordan, and Janet Reno.
Wait, hold on. Do I? You said me, Kobe, and Palin?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay, you,
Jordan, and Janet Reno.
Janet. Oh, we got y'all.
Okay.
Hold on. I like the 3-on-3. Let's not go 5-on-5. 3-on-3. Everyone gets touches.
No. I'm going to go Chris Christie.
Really?
Yeah. He's got 6 fouls to give.
Okay, then I got Arnie Duncan. There's my fourth.
Okay. Arnie Duncan's soft.
Okay. He's gonna post up Chris Christie over that bridge.
Chris Christie's Rick Mahorn.
Please. Okay. I got Duncan.
He's Oakley.
Who's your fifth?
I'm going to take Rahm Emanuel.
Okay.
Who do you got?
I will take Cory Booker.
No, you can't take the New Jersey.
Wait, why not? Why can't I take Cory Booker? Tell me why I can't take Cory. He's a politician. New Jersey, right?
Yeah, but I think he's got too much game.
No, he did. Don't start. Don't start that. I got Cory Booker.
Oh, man. Sneaky pick.
Thank you. You like that,
Yeah.
see?
Yep. When are we going to play this game?
Well, we got to get a hold of the president first.
Oh, I thought Jordan would be tougher to get.
You might right, but the way Barack kind of called out Michael, he might be like into it. Didn't he say like pay attention to your own team? Don't be worried. Remember he called out his golf game.
Whose career would you rather have, Jordan's or Barack Obama?
Oh, MJ. MJ. Too much pressure, and though to be the first African American president.
Yeah, I don't know, Rich.
That's tough. Yeah, but there's nothing like holding up those 6 fingers.
Jordan could have won it back in the 80s.
No, a lot of baggage. I don't think so. No.
Oh, Mike had baggage?
No. Some focus groups would have probably found something. No.
All righty. How about we stop right there?
Yeah.
Hey,
no.
Jordan and Barkley don't get along anymore. I don't want you to fall out of favor. Wait, were you ever in favor with Jordan?
That's a good question. No.
Are you friendly?
Friendly. Friendly.
But not dinner friendly.
No, I would never have dinner with. No, we could never have dinner.
You couldn't?
No.
Why?
No. Look, us two guards, we're just friendly. It's a different animal at shooting guards than most other positions.
Would it get?
I'm trying to think. Have I ever had dinner or a sit down with another shooting guard? No, with Kobe.
With me.
Were you a shooting guard or a small forward?
Shooting guard.
At Dayton.
Shooting guard.
You're the only person Mastros. Patrick Whitesell. Who was all at that dinner? It was Patrick.
No. We were at Prime 112 in Miami.
We also ate at Mastros in Beverly Hills.
Yeah. But it was just you and me, 2 shooters there, and we got along famously.
I know.
We talked about all the guys we used to school.
You're the only shooting guard I actually have feelings for, Theodore.
We both scored on John Starks.
When did you score on him?
I don't know. I'm sure I did somewhere in a pickup game.
That's true.
Have fun. Sell that Laker-Cavalier game like nobody's business.
We'll sell it as long as LeBron and Kobe play. They both play. That's all the selling we need.
Thank you, Reg.
Theodore, you are truly the best. Dan X. Hey, McLovin, a little bit better technique against Jason, okay? And by the way, fantastic interview because you took us behind the velvet rope, my friend.
Oh, good.
That's what people need to hear. That's great.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Reg.
Take care, guys.
That's Reggie Aloysius Miller. He'll be doing Cavs-Lakers Thursday night.